Hi everybody, my name is Becca Levi and I am an enrollment counselor and the tour coordinator for College of Western Idaho. And today I just wanted to talk to you all a little bit about work study, specifically the position of tour guides because I'm hiring. First things first, what is work study? I get this question a lot and I figured if I'm trying to hire people, they should know what it is. So first of all, it is a part-time job for students, especially those with financial need, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later, but it allows them to earn money. And you'll see my slide says to help people pay for education expenses, right? But that's not just like your books or tuition. That can include your phone bill or your internet or just paying bills so that you can still go to college. So that's one of the things that work study is. It also is a program that encourages work related to the student's course of study. So as someone who was a communication major myself, I was able to be a work study for the enrollment team at CWI, and that opened up incredible opportunities, and I'll talk about those in a moment as well. But it was work that was really related to what I was studying and what I was trying to do and get my degree in. So I want to talk a little bit about why on earth you should become a tour guide. First reason is opportunities. So like I said, I was a work study for CWI and I actually was a tour guide. And it opened up so many doors for me. My supervisor and I were able to collaborate and create projects for me to do that would help me if I decided I wanted to have a job, maybe doing similar things when I graduated. Spoiler, I did want a job like that when I graduated. I wanted to work for CWI, and so he was able to help kind of guide me towards different opportunities and projects that I was able to use to better myself and to grow so that when it came time to apply for the position that I currently have, I had sort of a leg up and I was ready and I had a lot more experience than some of the other people who applied because I had spent a lot of time working and having these opportunities through being a tour guide and a work study. Another reason is flexible hours. Being a tour guide, we are going to work with your schedule and your classes and your life that you have outside of school. And a lot of times you might not work a ton of hours. You might just work at the tour events and then do some trainings here and there. We also have several campus locations that we do tours on. So I'm specifically hiring for our Boise campus, our Ada County campus, our Canyon County campus, and our Micron Center. And I'll talk a little bit more in detail about how to apply for those later. But if you live closer to Boise, you probably aren't going to want to drive almost to Caldwell to give tours. And so that's something that could be really beneficial to you, that we have those different campus locations. And the last thing that I want to highlight that's a great benefit to becoming a tour guide is better speaking and communication skills. The more you public speak, the better at it you get. I started out public speaking when I was pretty young and I was not good at it and I hated it. And over time, I got better and now I actually kind of enjoy it. And I got a lot of experience and a lot of practice by being a tour guide. You are speaking to groups of people and it is public speaking. You also better your communication in that while you give tours and while you work with other work studies or enrollment team members, you are learning how to communicate better what you need, what you want, what information you're trying to get across, and you take in what the other person or group of people are trying to communicate to you as well, whether that's verbal or nonverbal. So those are some of the reasons to become a tour guide. Let's just touch on some requirements. First one is work study funding. I did mention this earlier that in order to be a work study, especially a tour guide, right, it's needs based. So if you are not eligible for work study, as much as I might want to hire you, I can't because your paycheck comes from a grant. If you've already applied for this, when you applied for financial aid, awesome. If you haven't, I will show you how to kind of get to that application on our website in just a little bit here. The next thing is I need you to be friendly. Now, I'm not asking you to be the friendliest person on campus, but if you could be like in the top 10 friendly people, that'd be great. The reason for this is that a lot of people come to school, come to CWI or any college, and their first real introduction to it is on a tour. And so it's really important that you're friendly, you're welcoming, and you make them realize that they do belong here. This being passionate about CWI goes right along with being friendly. If you don't believe in CWI, our mission, and you don't really agree with the school and what we support students with, like what we offer to them, and if you don't like it here, it's going to be obvious and you're not going to enjoy this job because you are promoting CWI through tours. So if you aren't passionate about CWI and what we offer, consider something else. Another requirement is that you're comfortable with groups. Like I've mentioned, these are tours, they're often group tours, 5 to 25 people probably, and you really need to be comfortable getting in front of them and saying, "Hi, my name is blah, 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 I do this, and let me tell you about our school." I'm not asking you to be the most comfortable person with them, I'm just saying be comfortable to get up there in front of them and try, and you'll get better as you go. Last requirement is be adaptable. A lot of times information changes very quickly, and maybe what you said on a tour yesterday isn't what you're going to say tomorrow because information changed. There's new info out there. An instructor corrected you on something. Sometimes people cancel tours very last minute, and being adaptable is highly important because you need to be able to go with the flow when that does happen and not go absolutely just berserk because everything went up in the air. So if you think you meet those requirements, you're probably ready for the next part, which is applying. So this is the CWI website, cwi.edu, and you go to current students, scroll down to where it says work, study, and jobs, and you're going to click on that. And if you don't think that you have, or if you know for a fact that you have not requested work study funding when you filled out your financial aid application, you're going to click on this. You're going to go down here, include all of this information, and then submit it. If you've already done that, you're going to go to available positions, click on work study job search, and then this is where you find the last part of information that is really important for this part. So these first two positions where it says tour guide, Ada County, contact Becca Levi, that is how you're going to apply. So the first one, if you want to apply to work at the Boise campus or at the Canyon County campus, click on one of these. It doesn't matter which one. They just didn't have a Canyon County campus option when I created the position. And then if you want to work at the Micron Center, look down here, tour guide, Becca Levi, and you're going to click on it, whatever option it is you want to click on. Look at all of this stuff, especially look at this part right here. It's highly important because that's what you're going to be doing. Make sure you have these skills and knowledge, and then hit apply for the position. And it will ask for a few details about yourself, and then you submit it, and it will send an email over to me. I should respond to the email in a few business days, but if I don't for some reason, I am expecting you all to be adults, take initiative, and emailing me is the best way to get in contact, but you can text the phone number or call me, and I'll get back to you quickly. And last thing, if you do apply for the Ada County position, but you want to work at Canyon County, just email me right after you apply and let me know that. And then we can start talking about what it might look like for you to work at CWI as a tour guide in the work study position. So if you have any questions from this, or if you want to get in contact with me before you might apply, feel free to email, text, or call me. And I look forward to having some new tour guides this semester.